Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. This is the first episode. Hey Dixie. This is the first episode of the series of building a Minecraft redstone computer. In this episode, we're going to create the world we're going to use, and we're going to go over some basic logic stuff. I know these videos are around like 20 minutes long, but once you get through them, you should understand them. I just have a little Lego thingy here, and it keeps falling apart. My fingers. So let's create a world. Let's call it for red series. I spelled it wrong. Creative, peaceful. 1.20 added. Checked recording. Good. Recording 1 minute 36 seconds. Super flat, customize, presets, redstone ready, use preset done. Generate stretches off. Very new world. My computer's pretty fast. We're gonna go over some basic logic. You need to know to build a computer. If you're into computers, this is the series for you. If you don't like computers and you don't care, this is not the series. This is not the season. I'll call it the season. This is not the season for you. Look at the sun. Look at the sky. Anyway, since it's 1.20, we have a bunch of new bits and bobs we can use. And I'm going to put on a redstone texture pack. Resource pack. I have these two. Let's use this one. You just click the arrow and puts everything. You click done. And it loads. Come on. Load. Don't crash. It's good. Okay. And then this is like, this is the texture pack where redstone dust looks like this. It's very simple. You can download the texture pack. I don't have a link to it, so dispenser. Oh, what the hell? Has a dispenser in the back. What is it? Bottom. Okay, anyway. We can look at some new stuff. You have a chisel bookshelf. Oh, it has numbers on it. We have a calibrated sculpt sensor. That's about all the new redstone stuff there is. That are new, not like there's. That's new. It's new that there's white wall in here because of the update, which there is, but like not in this case. Whatever. We have functional, which is some mechanical blocks, I guess. I'll place this down. So I like these because you can see the signal strength they're outputting. It has like a display. So you can, for the bookshelf, you can get a book. And you can literally, weird. Fill it in. I assume that you can, get a comparator output from this. Oh, it's new. Okay. Make a little generator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. So this is outputting 4 a significant. Okay. I have 4. Significant of 4. And 6. If there's none in here, is it 0? How is it 4? Because if there's 0, it's 4. If there's 1, it's 1. If there's 2, 3, 4. Please shut up. I don't want you making that noise. 5, 6. So it's, wait, is that 6 or 9? Ah, it's a 6. Okay. Alright, we don't need any more of this. We're not looking at bookshelf signal strength thingies. We're looking at, it's a computer logic. I probably need redstone, but so if you want to build computers, or if you want to look into computers, you need logic gates, and logic gates are things that do things. That's all you need to. I'm just kidding. We have a lever, torch. We'll get some no concrete. Concrete looks good. Which color should we use as logic? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Magenta. Okay, that's not really what I was. Yeah, it looks cute. Girly up here. So first of all, we have an AND gate. An AND gate is a logic gate, like all the other ones. And so, first of all, let me just explain something. So let's say you have a lamp. Let's make a yes gate. Buffer. A yes/buffer. This lamp is not on. Let's make a lamp. Yes/buffer gate. It's just like you turn it on. It turns on, turns off, turns off. It's pretty simple, right? Imagine this as imagine this as a wire in like from real life. Whenever I do that, whenever I do this, I check the why can't I see my mouse? Because every single time I record, look, it's missing. It's not there. I check how much I've been recording for. You know, I'm trying to make sure so I don't, So it's got an AND gate. It's just this. Boom, and boom. So let me explain what's called AND. I'll explain logic gates. If you don't understand, I'll explain it. Just let me explain this. So logic gates are basically little chips in computers that take two inputs or more. Mainly two. It's like very rarely that you'll find one with like more, but it's like mostly they have two inputs. Just focus on two for now. That's all I'm gonna focus on in this computer. That's all you need to know to build a computer. Just two input line. Like logic gates. If you're trying to build something fancy, you'll probably need a logic gate with more inputs, and that's a bit different to build than just copying them over and then hooking neat points. That's not how it's built. So you have an AND gate. So basically you have an input, gets inverted, and same with this one, it gets sent into this line, which inverts this. And when we turn this, you can probably see how this works. This doesn't affect it because this one's still on. If we turn this one on and this one off, it doesn't work. If we turn both off, it turns. So it's like an inverter. Like, NOT gates make up logic gates. So a NOT gate is just, inverted. When it's on, it's off, and this is off, this is on. That's what these are. These are basically NOT gates. Every single redstone torch counts as a NOT gate. And a single line is an OR gate because there's no like inversions that need to happen to make an OR gate. Anyway, next up we have the OR gate. Okay, well the OR gate's probably the easiest, along with the NOT gate. And the NOT gate is probably the first easiest. OR gate is probably the second easiest. The AND gate's really important. It's like the most important one out of all. So if you guys can see how this works, like this same circuit with the same output and the same inputs are in computers. Just keep that in mind. They're in computers. 20 minutes. An OR gate is some lamps on the end. This one, or both. Doesn't matter. That's why I'm saying you can just make them a redstone line because it's all redstone, no inversions. If you memorize how to build these, if you memorize how to build these, it will be easier for you to understand computers. Just checking the time again, 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Looking at a book. Next up, we have XOR, exclusive OR. This is a bit different to OR. This one is also very important. It's a bit complicated actually. It's a bit bigger than the other ones, but it's just like it's about this big. There's like 2 different designs you can do though. So you have this layout with 2 inputs like that. Torch, 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 torch. That's all the torches. And then block, block, redstone dust, redstone dust. That's the XOR gate. And then the output being in between here. It can be fed into an egg. Or you can build them like this. I forgot how they did it in that Minecraft server. How was it again? It was like something like this. It was like this. Something like this. It was, I think. Was it something like this? Oh no, I just made a weird AND gate type of thing. It's not. Yeah, I don't know. Just follow my design. It's a bit easier. There are more fancy ways to build. Oh, I forgot one step. I forgot to put redstone dust down here. You need to remember that. So that's it, the XOR gate. So basically, I didn't mean to make a weird AND gate out of NOT gates. This is the simplest form of AND gate you can think there is. It's easy. This is I don't know if this is the simplest form. Probably not. But basically you have no inputs, no outputs. One input, there's an output. The other input, there's an output. Both inputs, there's no output. So it's only like one or the other basically. If you're understanding this video, leave a like. Next up we have the inverted version. So let's make an AND gate and then we'll invert it. And I'll explain this to you. Game will do that cycle false. So now the sun, state day. Let's do this thingy bobby. We have an AND gate, and then we just need to invert it with this leading into another redstone torch, another NOT gate. So it's default. This is on. And it will, so if this is on, the output's still on. This is on, the output's still on. Both are on, the output's off. So it's inverted AND gate, and it's called NAND. NAND, XOR, OR, and yes/buffer and not. Next up we have NOR, which is an inverted OR gate. So it's pretty simple. This might seem useless when I build it. Let me show you. Oh, whoops, go back here. Oops. Gotta do this. Now I've got to do this. And the thing with this one is, the only way it will turn off is for both inputs to... Well, no, for anything to happen, it will turn off. If anything happens to the inputs or whatever, it'll turn off. So that's an OR gate. So this is an inverted version of the OR gate. See, it has a redstone torch. So this links up to this one links up to this one. Then this one, I'm going to link it up to one over here. So we just do the same thing. We just build an XOR gate, but we invert it. So like talking at the moment. Just doing this, boom, 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 boom. Fill it with torches. It up. And if you want to, you can use a target block to like lead the redstone in like one direction. Oh, whoops. So it's just an inverted XOR gate. So when input turns off, so if none of them are on, so if input A and input B, let's just think of them A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, blah, blah, blah. A is turned off. Well, no, A and B turned off. There is an output. A is turned on. There's no output. B is turned on. There's no output. Both turned on. There is an output. So it's just an inverted version of the XOR. So that makes it X NOR. Has nothing to do with the NOR gate. So I don't know where I got that. Where they got that names from. I don't know where they got the names from, but of the logic gates. But I did invent a logic gate XAND, but I thought it's really big. I don't remember how I built it. It's like you have 3 inputs, A and B, and a toggle. So when you press A without, so if you have, for example, and I don't have time to explain that. I have like 6 minutes left. I don't have enough time to explain my XN. I'll explain in another video, promise. Pinky promise. Maybe I'll explain in another video. Right, so fun fact, you can build a whole computer with just these combination of these. You can build a whole computer out of it. The most important thing. Let's build some things out of these. So obviously there's always a more compact version of these circuits I'm gonna build. Should every episode be 22 minutes or 30 minutes? You guys should let me know. Comments below, let me know how long it should be. I'm just gonna do 25 minutes because I really want to explain a lot of things to you in this first episode. An adder. Let's build an adder. Watch. Out of logic gates. I have like a book full of logic and crap. Let's put 3 inputs. Adders have 3 inputs. There's obviously a way more compact. I've seen a guy that built it like 1 input, 1 input, 1 input, and it was like 5 blocks this way and then 2 inputs out. I have like 20 blocks this way and 2 inputs out, and these 2 inputs. Like, I'm not the best at compacting like original circuits. I'm not that experienced, if you know what I mean. Let's make an XOR gate. We need an XOR gate right here. And just do an XOR gate. And go use this to here. And if you guys don't understand redstone and stuff, you have to look at another video because I don't explain redstone. I explain computer logic with redstone. Unless you want me to. Get this get this video to 25 likes, and I'll explain redstone in a series similar to this one. Or maybe just one video. If you want one video, get this video to 30 likes. Okay, maybe that's a bit much. Maybe minus those 2 by 10, so 20 and 15 likes. Does that sound good? Alright. We need an AND gate right over here. I'm in high school. I'm in year 7. So in Australia, you don't have middle school like Americans. Americans they are. You don't have a middle school in Australia. You have you have daycare. Then you have primary school. You don't have elementary school like Americans. We don't have guns. We don't have school shootings like Americans. I'm not trying to be mean to Americans. I'm just saying. Well, you want it to you want it to be like this. Yeah. So you go to daycare. You go to daycare, and then you go to primary school, and then you go to high school, and then you go to university. It's not college. Well, there are some places that are colleges in Australia, but mostly there's not. Mostly the universities or unis for short. We call them Australia call them unis for short. Just copy this. I'll explain it afterwards. The middle input to the AND and the XOR, which goes in here. And there's obviously so much more compact way of doing this. We need another XOR gate leading from the previous XOR gate. Oh, I broke the wrong block and I've got to check. 21:35. 4 more minutes. I'll do parts of this. I don't know. Hurry, I'll do. Oh, what the hell? What am I doing? I might do parts of this topic. Making stuff out of logic gates and such. Alright, this is this first input. And then the third. I'll finish this adder and that's it, okay? I'll hurry. Connect this up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have another input here. And eventually this will make an ALU, which will make an ALU, which will work with registers. I'll explain all this stuff in a future episode. Whatever. So I'm just checking something. 23:09. Okay. Good about 2 minutes. Alright, let's do this. Second output. So you have the sum, the carry. There are 2 bits to add, and then the carry input. We need another AND gate right here. The output leading to here. We need this to connect here. Wait, that's not gonna reach. I need to do this. And then this connects. Oh, this is hard. I'll show you the benefit of target blocks. How good. How good they are. Use it as a normal block. And then it leads into it. That's what target blocks are good for. How do I get this to here? Do something like this. Do it diagonally. Place anything fair. We'll test it afterwards. That should be it. Let's test. So one input is that. Wait, I'll do this. One input is that one. Good. So one input and everything is that one. 2 is that one. Huh? Don't really have time for this at the moment. Is this good enough? Does this work properly? Is this interfere or not? Is this not a hard enough single screen? It can't be. Huh? Is it the middle one that's... What? Huh? What does this have to happen in a tutorial? Okay, that's it for this one. See you guys in the next part. Anyway, bye. I'll record like maybe 1 to 3 videos a day. I don't know. See you in the next one. Bye. What's the subscribe? Hit the bell. Bye. I'll see you in the next part of this. Bye.